It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we're moments away from a statement game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Haskins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 73 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Haskins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, Haskins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll run on first down. Haskins, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pull. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake. Pull. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, pull. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And another thing that makes a comeback really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Jones now on 1st down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
That is caught by Rodgers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A final shot before break. Pull. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Zach Wilson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Michael Pittman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. On first down, pull. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down. Pull.
He completes it to Jones. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Celtic Tigers have cut it back within a score. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got this one complete to Rodgers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we're back now in Charlotte. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They run the counter. Haskins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 11, and time a huge factor. Throwing to start the drive. Pull. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pull. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off play action. Pull. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pull. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Haskins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Carolina, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.